Welcome back to my channel. This is Andy in Singapore. If you haven't done so, I'd like to remind you to like and subscribe to my channel because I've got new videos uploaded every week just for you. In today's video, we are going to do a very quick overview of this G-Shock Square over here, and the model reference is GW-5000U. So this G-Shock, I actually bought this one last week and I bought this one used, alright? It's not a brand new watch, but the condition here is like brand new. And I'm just very happy to acquire this watch because this for me is the definitive G-Shock Square, alright? In fact, many fans out there would even consider this to be the definitive G-Shock. So I think for today's video, it's not going to be a full-fledged, full-length review because reviews of the GW-5000U has been done to death. So for me, I think the purpose of this video is for me to share with you my thoughts on the GW-5000U, on the improvements or upgrades it has over the more basic models, and also if there's an interest, I'm going to kickstart a series of videos which shows comparisons between the GW-5000 and its other brothers, alright, or cousins in the Square family. So I've zoomed in just a little bit to show you the close-up of this watch here, the GW-5000U. And like I mentioned earlier in this video, this is the classic G-Shock Square, or the definitive G-Shock. It looks like what a G-Shock should look like, okay? It is a no-nonsense watch, full digital, and it's got a really tough exterior. I think this one here can withstand any type of condition. You can probably roll over it with a truck and it's still going to tell you the time the very next minute. And the GW-5000U is actually a new model introduced last year, alright? In 2021, Casio updated the modules for the 5600, 5000 series and 5610 series, and you can actually see the suffix over here, GW-5000U. The U, I would think, stands for updated, right? Because they've updated this module here. Module number here is 3495, so it is a new module, and there are some differences or some improvements they have made to this module here. So some of these features here include things like LED backlight. The previous model comes with EL backlight and it's a little bit different. So this one here has sort of a bulb here at the left side of the screen and it illuminates the background in a white light. The newer 3495 module also shows the home time in all the modes screen. So what I'm talking about here is that if I switch it to world time, so you can see it is now in Paris time. Alright, I'm from Singapore, alright, Andy in Singapore, and you're seeing the bigger time reading here, which is Paris time zone, and your home time here is in a smaller box that you used to display day date. So if I scroll through, the next one is Hong Kong, alright, so we have the same time zone as Hong Kong, and the next one will be New York. So New York time is 8:36 in the morning, and over here in Singapore, the smaller time reading here is 9:36 at night. So even for the stopwatch function, you can see that the home time is always on display. So I'm going to start off the stopwatch, stop it, reset, stop and reset. And again, you can see that the home time is always shown in the smaller box over here at the top right. And I would say this is a really welcome feature because many fans out there, they like to see the actual time when still using the timing functions for stopwatch and world time and all that. So another update would be this day date feature here. So you can now choose to have the day or the date in front or behind the month. Alright, so whichever way you prefer or whichever way your part of the world use. So for me, here in Singapore and in some parts of Europe, I think they display the date in front of the month. Alright, whereas for America or Japan, I think they would show the month first, followed by the date. So it's really up to you. In this new module here, you can do, or you can set it to your own preference in the settings function. In terms of construction and build quality, this one here differs from the more basic models in a few ways. Well, it's got a really nice and soft rubber strap and case here. I'm not very sure about the exact grade or exact type of rubber they're using, but it does feel much softer and more supple than the usual 5600 or 5610. I'm going to bring in my 5610 here, which I also acquired last month. This one here has the standard resin strap and case and shroud and all that. Alright, so in other words, this one is a plasticky feel to it. And for the GW-5000, this one here feels more soft and rubbery feel to it. And I think this probably contributes to the price difference. Yet another difference would be the caseback. So this caseback here is a screw-down caseback. So like many other watches out there, this one here is screwed down. Alright, so you can see these little notches here, they have this clamp here to sort of screw down the case back, compared to the 5610 where it is held down or screwed in. It's got a back plate here and it's screwed down, held down by 4 screws using the back plate. So in terms of water resistance, I don't think there's a difference. Right? Both watches are good for 200 meters water resistance, but in terms of build quality and aesthetics and all that, of course, the DLC coated screw down case back here, sort of commands a premium, and it's got a feel good and look good kind of factor to it. So other differences will include the GW-5000 being a little bit heavier than the more standard G-Shock Square. So this one here comes in at 72 grams. That's largely due to the stainless steel case back as well as the metal module holder inside the case. Whereas the 5610 has got a back plate likely to be made of a thinner material as well as a plastic case holder within the watch case. So overall, we are looking at about 72 grams versus 52 grams for the 5610. So of course, many watch fans or G-Shock fans out there, they would very much prefer the heavier and more solid feel of the GW-5000. For me, I think it makes no difference because having a lighter watch is not a bad thing for me after all. And in terms of overall thickness, you can see that the GW-5000 is indeed the thicker watch due to the screw down case back again. Alright, we are looking at 12.9mm versus 12.4mm here. And here's a reshot of the GW-5000 here. So no problems at all despite the slightly overall thicker profile. So not an issue, no lug gaps, and I would say this watch would fit any wrist size very well. So G-Shock fans out there, of course, they know and they're very familiar with the overall fit of the G-Shock squares. For me, I feel that this one is very manageable. I like the looks of it on my wrist. My wrist is not the biggest, but I think it holds up really well. It looks good over here. So again, this really soft and nice supple strap here is making it really comfortable, and this is a really good daily wearer, and I think it's going to last for a really long time because it's got tough solar, so no issues at all with durability. So that was my really quick overview of the GW-5000U. I'm not very sure if I'm going to do a full series whereby I compare the differences between the 5000 versus the 5610 versus the Bluetooth squares. Alright, I've got a whole lot of G-Shock squares coming in. Alright, so I can't tell you the exact number because my wife is very near me, so I'm not going to say the number on the internet. I have a few of these G-Shock squares. So if you're interested in watching video reviews of their comparisons and my thoughts comparing these watches, let me know in the comment section below, and I will see you soon. This is Andy in Singapore together with George and his new friend Rolly Polly. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.